One of the most humiliating fights I ever got into was there was never even a punch thrown. It was me. I was 14, and there's this kid in the locker room, and I don't remember what words were said, but we were standing in front of each other. And this is before I even was really into martial arts. This is one of the reasons I got into it. This kid grabbed me in a headlock, threw me on the ground, and was gonna punch me in the face, but then stopped and decided not to. So I was just gonna let you up. And I was like, I was like so humiliated.
Oh, no.
I was so humiliated.
It would have been better if he hit you, because then you look a little bit tough for taking the punch.
Well, at least, I mean, he was so unconcerned that I could do something to him that he just let me up. And then I would avoid him. In school, if I would look down the hallway, and I would open up the door to the outside breezeway, and I saw him on the other side. I'm like, oh, I got to go around this way. I got to keep away from that guy. I was terrified of him.
Horrible.
Terrified of him for a full year. I got beat up on a bus by a girl when I was 14 because I didn't fight back. I didn't know what to do. I wasn't sure if I should hit her back.
Yeah.
When I lived in Newton South, we would go to, I think it was Round Meadow, which was the middle school. I think that's what it was.
Okay.
And we would walk across the field because my sister was going to the middle school, and I was in 9th grade, and she was in 8th grade. So I would go and take the bus with her because the bus was earlier or something. I forget what it was.
Okay.
So I went over, and something happened when I got on the bus, and there was this girl who was this tough girl, smoked cigarettes, she had a leather jacket on.
Those Newton tough girls.
Yeah. And I don't remember what happened. I don't remember what the conversation was. But she either decided I was in the wrong seat or whatever. So she just starts wailing on me. It wasn't even it wasn't even I didn't argue back. It was just she just started punching me.
Yeah.
And then this little guy who was who wanted to be my friend. His name is Muggsy Malone. Yeah, but he was this tiny little guy. He was in 5th grade.
Yeah.
And the girl beats me up, and then he comes over. He goes, "I ain't fucking afraid of you either." I'm like, "Oh Jesus!" it's like what the fuck?
He jumped on her side against you?
100%. Yeah, it was one of those things where I was like, "My God, I got to learn how to fight." It's really what turned me into a martial artist. It's I was tired of being terrified. This girl kicked my ass, and I didn't even fight back. I was just covering my head up, and she's just fucking with a leather jacket on, a fucking cigarette.
What is her life that she needed to go right to DEFCON 5?
All those stories about me being bullied and thrown around, that's what led me to get into martial arts. If it wasn't for that, I probably never would have done it, and I never would have been the person that I am.
Sure.
But all that came out of bad feelings, terrible feeling, just moving to town. There was a lot of criminals in my neighborhood.